Okay, this is the practice test for the adjectives and adverbs test, and I am going to show you more parts of speech than just the adjectives and adverbs in the sentence, but just keep in mind that on the quiz you won't have to find the subject and prepositional phrase and things like that. I do think it's easier if you identify those things first. I think it helps you find the adjective and adverb, but you will simply have to follow the directions, which simply asks you to find the adjective and find the adverb. Let's remember that adjectives describe nouns and pronouns only. That's it. Whereas adverbs, they describe verbs, usually. They describe adjectives, and they describe other adverbs. So I think that's important to keep in mind throughout the entire practice test. In number 1, I saw 3 fish when we went to the aquarium. We have the subject, we have the action verb, prepositional phrase. There's only one, because it's number 1, there's only one adjective or adverb. I see a noun here, fish, aquarium, and nothing describing the aquarium, but there is 3 describing the fish, so my adjective is 3. It answers the question, how many? For numbers 2, 3, 4, it's a dead giveaway that there are 3 adjectives or adverbs to identify. My subject is days, and my linking verb is are. I have a noun here, days. What kind of days? Snow days. So there's one adjective. Also, what kind of days? Awesome days. You could ask yourself, awesome what? Awesome days. Remember, adjectives can come right before the noun they're describing, or they can come after a linking verb like awesome does. How awesome are the snow days? They are so awesome. So is an adverb because it's so what? So awesome. Adverbs, remember, can describe adjectives. The next sentence is actually 2 clauses. It's a complex sentence. In the first clause, my subject is I, helping verb do, action verb love. Long hair, hair is my direct object. On dogs is my prepositional phrase. In the next clause, my subject is I, and my action verb is sneeze. So when I am looking for adjectives, I look at dogs here as a noun, but there's no adjective describing them. Hair here is a noun, and there is an adjective describing it. It's long hair. How about not? To what extent do I love long hair? I do not love long hair. So not is my adverb. Not what? Not love. Adverbs describe verbs. Sneeze is a verb. When do I sneeze? I always sneeze. Adverb describing a verb. You could ask yourself, always what? Always sneeze. The next sentence is a compound sentence. So in the first clause, the subject is homework, and the linking verb is. Prepositional phrase for me. In the next clause, the subject is I, and the action verb is practice. Looking for some nouns first. My first noun is homework, and therefore, are there any adjectives describing it? What kind of homework? Math homework. There's my first adjective. What kind of homework? Hard homework. Again, math is an adjective coming right before the noun homework. Hard is an adjective coming after a linking verb describing the homework. I don't see any other adjectives, but I do see this verb practice. When do I practice? Often I practice. There's my adverb. Adverbs describe verbs here. Often what? Often practice. And the next one, subject is game, action verb is made. In the next clause, subject is boys, action verb is cheer. We're looking for two different modifiers here. So I look at my noun game and my noun boy. I don't see any adjective describing the boys, but I do see an adjective describing the game, an exciting game. Adjectives describe nouns. Over here, I see the verb cheer. How do they cheer? Wildly. Adverbs describe verbs. In the next section, you have to determine whether A or B is the correct use of the word. In either one, the subject is he, and the verb is answered. It's an action verb. Questions is the direct object. Rapidly or rapid what? Rapidly or rapid answered. Since answered is a verb, you're looking for an adverb to describe how he answered. Rapidly is the adverb, which would describe the verb answered. Rapid is simply an adjective. You could say that the river was rapid, and therefore rapid is an adjective describing a noun like a river. So it can't describe a verb like answered. So the correct answer is A, rapidly answered. In number 14, whether it's slowly or slow, subject is he, action verb is wrote. How did he write? Slowly. He slowly wrote. Slowly is correct because it's an adverb, and we're looking for an adverb here to describe how he wrote. He slow wrote? No, slow is not an adverb. It can't describe the verb wrote. Slow is an adjective. The boy was slow. That would make more sense, an adjective describing the boy. 15 is easy because you need to realize that well is always an adverb and good is always an adjective. So in number 15, if your subject is I and your action verb is did, you're looking for an adverb to describe how you did. Well is the adverb. I did well. Well describes how you did. Good can't describe how you did because it needs to be an adverb to describe a verb, and good is always an adjective. So the answer was A. For the next one, my subject is Evan. My action verb is enjoys. My direct object is cherries. In his diet is the prepositional phrase, and we're looking for the adjectives here. Adjectives describe nouns. Evan is a noun, cherries is a noun, and in his diet soda. Diet is not a noun. Soda is a noun. So is there anything describing Evan? No. Is there anything describing the cherries? Yes. 3 cherries. It's an adjective describing the noun cherries. Is there anything describing the soda? Yes. What kind of soda? Diet soda. Diet is an adjective. Whose soda? His soda. His is an adjective. So the 3 adjectives are 3, his, and diet, all describing nouns. Therefore, you would pick this one, even though it doesn't include his. These are not correct. For the next one, the subject is foods. The linking verb is are. The prepositional phrase is at the restaurant. We're looking for adjectives. Foods is a noun, and restaurant is a noun. Are there any adjectives describing the foods? What kind of foods? Asian foods, there's one adjective. How many foods? Many foods. Restaurant is a noun. And what other kind of foods? Available foods. Remember, adjectives can come after linking verbs. Available foods, Asian foods, many foods. There are no adjectives describing the restaurant. Therefore, the answer is C. D cannot be the answer because not is not an adjective. Not is always an adverb. In number 18, we're looking for the predicate adjective. Again, that's just an adjective after a linking verb, so it's in the predicate. Remember, adjectives can come after linking verbs. They're not always right before the noun they're describing. So the sentence during school, that's my prepositional phrase. My subject is kids. My linking verb is are. About the snow is another prepositional phrase. So what is the adjective after the linking verb? Well, what kind of kids? Excited kids. Excited is the adjective describing the noun kids. Now we're looking for an adverb in the next one. The subject is the cat. The verb, action verb is walked. Along the thin fence is the prepositional phrase. Yes, black is an adjective describing the cat, but we're not looking for adjectives. And yes, thin is an adjective describing the fence, but again, we're not looking for adjectives. We're looking for how did he walk? Oh, he walked cautiously. Cautiously what? Cautiously walked. Adverbs describe action verbs or verbs in general. Therefore, your adverb is cautiously. Finally, we're looking for adverbs in the last sentence. My subject is players. My linking verb is were. About the devastating loss is my prepositional phrase. Yes, devastating is an adjective describing the noun loss. Loss is a noun. And here's a predicate adjective. It comes after the linking verb were. It's an adjective describing sad what? Sad players, describing the noun players. Same with basketball, an adjective describing the noun players. So where's my adverb? Well, how sad are they? Very sad. Remember, adverbs can describe adjectives. How sad? Very sad. Here's an adverb describing an adjective. Very is always an adverb.